The amount of technology Google just unveiled is unprecedented. Every AI lab and startup was shivering as Google was crushing them one by one. They introduced VO3, the best AI video generator in the world. It generates sound, background noise, and even dialogue with
They
lip
left
sync.
behind a ball today. It bounced higher than I can jump.
What manner of magic is that?
They also introduced Imagine 4, amazing detailed images with text and style control and partial edit capability. Then they combined them both to Flow.Google, a new creative tool for filmmakers and content creators. They introduced a new state of the art Gemini with insane benchmark numbers, a new Gemini diffusion based model, another even faster and cheaper Gemini Flash, a new AR glass, a new operating system called Android XR for glasses, shopping, search, fire detection, music composition, education, and even more. I'm honestly so thankful that I get to watch all of this magic unfold. I say as few words as possible. Let's take a look at everything that happened during Google I/O 2025.
That's a pretty nice convertible.
I think you might have mistaken the garbage truck for a convertible. Is there anything else I can help you with?
What's this skinny building doing in my neighborhood?
It's a street light, not a building.
Why are these palm trees so short? I'm worried about them.
They're not short, they're actually pretty tall.
Sick convertible.
Garbage truck again. Anything else?
Why do people keep delivering packages to my lawn?
It's not a package, it's a utility box.
Why is this person following me wherever I walk?
No one's following you. That's just your shadow.
Gemini is pretty good at telling you when you're wrong. Now, we are processing 480 trillion monthly tokens. That's about a 50x increase in just a year. That includes real-time speech translation to help break down language barriers. Here's an example of how this could be useful when booking a vacation rental in South America and you don't speak the language.
It's nice to finally talk to you.
Es bueno hablarte finalmente. No puedo esperar a alquilar tu casa.
Te vas a divertir mucho y creo que te va a encantar.
You're going to have a lot of fun, and I think you're going to love visiting the city. The house is in a very nice neighborhood and overlooks the mountains.
That sounds wonderful.
And we are starting to bring agentic capabilities to Chrome, Search, and the Gemini app. Let me show you what we are excited about in the Gemini app. We call it Agent Mode. Say you want to find an apartment for you and two roommates in Austin. You've each got a budget of $1,200 a month. You want a washer-dryer or at least a laundromat nearby. Normally, you'd have to spend a lot of time scrolling through endless listings. Using Agent Mode, the Gemini app goes to work behind the scenes. It finds listings from sites like Zillow that match your criteria and uses Project Mariner when needed to adjust very specific filters. If there's an apartment you want to check out, Gemini uses MCP to access the listings and even schedule a tour on your behalf. And it'll keep browsing for new listings for as long as you need. An experimental version of the Agent Mode in the Gemini app will be coming soon to subscribers.
Gemini Flash is our most efficient workhorse model. It's been incredibly popular with developers who love its speed and low cost. Today, I'm thrilled to announce that we're releasing an updated version of 2.5 Flash. The new Flash is better in nearly every dimension, improving across key benchmarks for reasoning, code, and long context. In fact, it's second only to 2.5 Pro on the LM Arena leaderboard. I'm excited to say that Flash will be generally available in early June, with Pro soon after.
These now have a first-of-its-kind multi-speaker support for two voices, built on native audio output.
This means the model can converse in more expressive ways. It can capture the really subtle nuances of how we speak. It can even seamlessly switch to a whisper like this.
This works in over 24 languages.
So the model can begin speaking in English, but then ये हिंदी या किसी भी और भाषा में switch कर सकता है.
And switch back, all with the same voice.
That's pretty awesome, right? You can use this text-to-speech capability starting today in the Gemini API. Someone comes to you with a brilliant idea scratched on a napkin. And I'm going to add in a prompt that asks 2.5 Pro to update my code based on the image. And here's what Gemini generates. Look at these animations. I can make this experience even richer with multimodality. So I use 2.5 Flash to add a question to each photo, inviting you to learn a little more about it. And our asynchronous coding agent, Jules. Just submit a task, and Jules takes care of the rest, fixing bugs, making updates. It integrates with GitHub and works on its own. Jules can tackle complex tasks in large code bases that used to take hours, like updating an older version of Node.js. It can plan the steps, modify files, and more in minutes. So today, I'm delighted to announce that Jules is now in public beta, so anyone can sign up at jules.google. Today, we're bringing the power of diffusion to text with our newest research model. This helps it excel at tasks like editing, including in the context of math and code. Because it doesn't just generate left to right, it can iterate on a solution very quickly and error correct during the generation process. Gemini diffusion is a state-of-the-art experimental text diffusion model that leverages this parallel generation to achieve extremely low latency. For example, the version of Gemini diffusion we're releasing today generates 5 times faster than even 2.0 Flash Lite, our fastest model so far, while matching its coding performance. So take this math example. Ready? Go. If you blinked, you missed it.
Today, we're making 2.5 Pro even better by introducing a new mode we're calling Deep Think. It gets an impressive score on USAMO 2025, currently one of the hardest maths benchmarks. Because we're defining the frontier with 2.5 Pro Deep Think, we're taking a little bit of extra time to conduct more frontier safety evaluations and get further input from safety experts. You can already see these capabilities emerging in the way Gemini can use its world knowledge and reasoning to represent things in nature. And in Veo, our state-of-the-art video model, which has a deep understanding of intuitive physics, like how gravity, light, and materials behave. It's really incredible how well Veo maintains accuracy and consistency across frames. It knows what to do, even when the prompts get a little creative, like this person made out of life rafts. Understanding the physical environment will also be critical for robotics. AI systems will need world models to operate effectively in the real world. We fine-tuned a specialized model, Gemini Robotics, that teaches robots to do useful things like grasp, follow instructions, and adjust to novel tasks on the fly. Making Gemini a full world model is a critical step in unlocking a new kind of AI, one that's helpful in your everyday life, that's intelligent and understands the context you're in, and that can plan and take action on your behalf across any device. This is our ultimate vision for the Gemini app, to transform it into a universal AI assistant, an AI that's personal, proactive, and powerful, and one of our key milestones on the road to AGI.
You'll find it as a new tab directly in search or right from your search bar. AI mode will be loaded up with all of our best AI features and capabilities. But it's even more than that. It's a glimpse of what's to come. Over time, we'll graduate many of AI mode's cutting-edge features and capabilities directly into the core search experience. That starts today as we bring the same models that power AI mode to power AI overviews. So you can bring your hardest questions right to the search box. It calls on our custom version of Gemini to break the question into different subtopics, and it issues a multitude of queries simultaneously on your behalf. It searches across the entire web, going way deeper than a traditional search. And it taps into all of our data sets of real-time information, like the knowledge graph, the shopping graph, and in this case, local data, including insights from our Maps community of over 500 million contributors.
Show the batting average and on-base percentage for this season and last for notable players who currently use a torpedo bat. Search needs to understand who the notable players are, which ones are using torpedo bats, and their stats. I get this helpful response, including this easy-to-read table. How many home runs have these players hit this season? And just like that, I get this graph. This goes back to what Liz mentioned about AI mode dynamically generating the right UI for each response. Search figured out that the best way to present this information is a graph, and it created it. It's like having my very own sports analyst right in Search. Complex analysis and data visualization is coming this summer for sports and financial questions.
So if you're now sort of confused about Project Astra, Gemini Live, Project Mariner, and all of these search capabilities, Project Astra and Mariner are basically the playgrounds for new ideas. And the ones that mature and are stable enough will be moved to Gemini app and the search itself. The search and Gemini have a lot of overlap, but Gemini is basically the one stand all AI equivalent to ChatGPT, and search is just the Google search that is being updated by AI features.
I click on this button to try it on. It asks me to upload a picture, a try-on experience that works at scale. We need a deep understanding of the human body and how clothing looks on it, specifically trained for fashion. Wow, and it's back. It brings in advanced 3D shape understanding, which allows us to perceive shapes and depths more accurately, helping us better visualize the human body. Our try-on experience works with your photo. It's not some pre-captured image or a model that doesn't look like you. And then, when it comes to clothes that you're interested in, the AI model is able to show how this material will fold and stretch and drape on people. And search can help me find it at the price that I want and buy it for me with our new agentic checkout feature. I pick my size. Then I have to set a target price. I'm going to set it to about $50. And tracking is happening. Search will now continuously check websites where the dress is available and then let me know if the price drops. When that happens, I get a notification just like this. And if I want to buy, my checkout agent will add the right size and color to my cart. I can choose to review all my payment and shipping information, or just let the agent just buy it for me. With just one tap, Search securely buys it for me with Google Pay, and of course, all of this happened under my guidance. Our new visual shopping and agentic checkout features are rolling out in the coming months, and you can start trying on looks in labs beginning today.
Gemini Live now includes camera and screen sharing, both of which are incredible. All of it is rolling out free of charge in the Gemini app on Android and iOS today. And in the coming weeks, you'll be able to connect Gemini Live to some of your favorite apps, like Calendar, Maps, Keep, Tasks. So soon, you can just point your camera and ask it to add an invite to your calendar, and it'll be done. Or if you need to decipher your roommate's handwriting for the shopping list, Gemini Live can turn those scribbles into a neat list in Google Keep. Our Gemini Live roadmap is overflowing with exciting things. They're all being prototyped in Project Astra, like you saw earlier. And as those ideas mature, we'll graduate them into Gemini Live for everyone. Starting today, Deep Research will now let you upload your own files to guide the research agent, which is one of the top requested features. And soon, we'll let you research across Google Drive and Gmail, so you can easily pull in information from there too. So let's say you have this incredible detailed report. In this case, it's about the science of comets moving throughout space. How do you get all that brilliance distilled down into something digestible, engaging, something you can share? This is where Canvas comes in. It's Gemini's interactive space for co-creation. Canvas will now let you transform that report with one tap into all kinds of new things, like a dynamic web page, an infographic, a helpful quiz, even a custom podcast in 45 languages. Check out this interactive comet simulation that one of our Googlers made just by describing what they wanted to build. And as you can share apps like this, others can easily jump in and view it and modify it and remix it. There's another new way you can use Gemini today, too. We're introducing Gemini in Chrome. The amazing part is that you can use this, and it understands the context of the page that you're on automatically. So if you have a question, it can be answered. I especially love it for comparing reviews on long pages, like this camping website. We're starting to roll out Gemini in Chrome this week to Gemini subscribers in the US. We're bringing our latest and most capable image generation model into the Gemini app. It's called Imagen 4, and it's a big leap forward. The images are richer, with more nuanced colors and fine-grained details. The shadows in the different shots, the water droplets that come through in the photos. I've spent a lot of time around these models, and I can say this model and the progression has gone from good to great to stunning. And Imagine 4 is so much better at text and typography. So check this out. Maybe I want to create a poster for a music festival. We'll make the Chrome Dino the big headliner. Imagine 4 doesn't just get the text and spelling right, it's actually making creative choices, like using dinosaur bones in the font. So the image quality is higher, the speed is faster, the text is better. All of this lets you make posters, party invites, and anything else. And with Gemini's native image generation, you can easily edit these images too, right in the app. We've also made a super fast variant of Imagine 4. We can't wait for you to get your hands on it. In fact, it's 10 times faster than our previous model, so you can iterate through many ideas quickly. I'm excited to announce our new state-of-the-art model, Veo 3. And like a lot of other things you've heard about from Stage today, it's available today. The visual quality is even better. Its understanding of physics is stronger. But here's the leap forward. Veo 3 comes with native audio generation. That means that Veo 3 can generate sound effects, background sounds, and dialogue.
They left behind a ball today. It bounced higher than I can jump.
What manner of magic is that?
We recently launched Lyria 2, which can generate high-fidelity music and professional-grade audio. The music is melodious, with vocals in solos and choirs. As you hear, it makes expressive and rich music. Lyria 2 is available today for enterprises, YouTube creators, and musicians.
Based on our collaboration with the creative community, we've been building a new AI filmmaking tool for creatives, one that combines the best of Veo, Imagine, and Gemini. We're calling it Flow, and it's launching today. We can create a custom gold gear shift just by describing it. With a single prompt, you can describe what you want, including very precise camera controls. If I want to capture the next shot of the scene, I can just hit the plus icon to create the next shot. The character consistency, the scene consistency, it just works. And if something isn't, quite right, no problem. You can just go back in like any other video tool. It lets you extend a clip too. So I can get the perfect ending that I've been working towards. Once I've got all the clips I need, I can download the files. I can bring them into my favorite editing software, add some music from Lyria, and now the old man finally has his flying car. So I'm excited to share that we're upgrading and 2 AI subscription plans today. We will have Google AI Pro and the all-new Google AI Ultra. With the Pro plan, which is going to be available globally, you'll get a full suite of AI products with higher rate limits and special features compared to the free version. This includes the Pro version of the Gemini app that was formerly known as Gemini Advanced. Then there's the Ultra plan. The plan comes with the highest rate limits, the earliest access to new features and products from across Google. It's available in the US today, and we'll be rolling it out globally soon.
That's exactly why we're building Android XR. It's the first Android platform built in the Gemini era, and it supports a broad spectrum of devices for different use cases, from headsets to glasses and everything in between. We built Android XR together as one team with Samsung and optimized it for Snapdragon with Qualcomm. This is Samsung's Project Moohan, the first Android XR device. Moohan gives you an infinite screen to explore your apps with Gemini by your side. With Google Maps in XR, you can teleport anywhere in the world simply by asking Gemini to take you there. You can talk with your AI assistant about anything you see and have it pull up videos and websites about what you're exploring. So many of us dream about sitting front row to watch our favorite team. Imagine watching them play in the MLB app as if you were right there in the stadium, while chatting with Gemini about player and game stats. Samsung's Project Muhan will be available for purchase later this year. Our very own superwoman, Nishta, is back there to show us how these glasses work for real. Let me send her a text now, and let's get started.
Hey everyone. Right now, you should be seeing exactly what I'm seeing through the lens of my Android XR glasses. Like my delicious coffee over here, and that text from Shahram that just came in. Let's see what he said. Send Shahram a text that I'm getting started, and silence my notifications, please.
Okay, I've sent that message to him, and muted all your notifications.
Perfect.
Sure, here's one. Want me to play one of their songs?
I'd love that. I can listen while I make my way to the stage. Gemini, what was the name of the coffee shop on the cup I had earlier?
That might have been Bloomsgiving. From what I can tell, it's a vibrant coffee shop on Castro Street.
Great memory. Can you show me the photos of that cafe? I want to check out the vibes.
Definitely. Do these photos from Maps help?
Oh, I know that spot. It's a flower shop as well as a coffee shop, but it is downtown.
Okay. Gemini, show me what it would take to walk here.
Getting those directions now. It'll take you about an hour.
Okay. I can get some steps in, and these heads-up directions and a full 3D map should make it super easy. Go ahead and send Dieter an invite for that cafe and to get coffee at 3 p.m. today.
I'll send out that invite now. Enjoy the coffee.
I'm excited to announce today that Gentle Monster and Warby Parker will be the first eyewear partners to build glasses with Android XR.
But I know there's one metric you've all been waiting for, our AI counter. So let's take a look at one last leaderboard. Looks like, I guess we have a new entrant. Gemini takes the lead, coming in at 95. Very exhilarating. We're building something called FireSat. It's a constellation of satellites that use multispectral satellite imagery and AI, aiming to provide near real-time insights. Just look at the resolution. It can detect fires as small as 270 square feet, about the size of a one-car garage. Our first satellite is in orbit now. When fully operational, imagery will be updated with a much greater frequency, down from every 12 hours today to every 20 minutes. It was a reminder of how incredible the power of technology is to inspire, to awe, and to move us forward. And I can't wait to see what amazing things we'll build together next. Thank you.